If you look closely at the walls, you'll notice that they tend to overlap. This happens because of the way that we extruded the elevation sketches backwards towards the interior of the space. In this case, there's a gap between the walls because we have an inner corner here, and these two sketches were extruded into the interior, so they don't naturally meet in a single edge. You can fix this and all of the overlap problems with the Edit Mesh modifier. I'll go into the top viewport and select a wall segment. The Edit Mesh modifier depends upon the topology of the stack, so I recommend that you deal with wall joints after you've created all the openings that you need for doors and windows. I'll assign Edit Mesh and go to the vertex level. I'll select these two vertices. There are two here, actually one's at the top of the wall and one's at the base, but they're right on top of each other. To eliminate the overlap, what I'll do is move these two vertices up a distance equal to the wall thickness, which is 5 inches in this case. I'll do that in offset mode, and I have to look at the transform gizmo. It shows me that y-axis is up in the positive direction, so I'll type in 5 inches here in the y text box, and that moves those two vertices up. I need to move these two down in the negative y direction, so that's -5, enter. I'll go back to object level. Now I'll select this segment, assign Edit Mesh, go to the vertex level, and this time I'll select 4 vertices, and I need to move them this way in the negative x direction. So I'll type in -5 here in this text box. Go back to object level. Now we have a perfect mitered joint right here. I'll select this segment, Edit Mesh, vertex level, select 4 vertices and move them up in Y. This segment is a little trickier, as you'll see in a moment. I'll do Edit Mesh, and I'll move these vertices over -5 in X. But these vertices here are a different story because they intersect with an oblique segment. So I can't just move them over 5 inches. I'm not sure how far I have to move them, so what I'll do is just slide them along the x-axis until they coincide with the wall like that. Then I'll work with this object, Edit Mesh. Notice that I can assign that even to a Boolean. Go to the vertex level, and I need to move these up. But now we have another problem. If I try to move them up like this, I'm going to be distorting the wall thickness. That's no good. I'll go into 2D Snap, which ensures that the vertices won't be moved to the top of the wall or the bottom of the wall, but they'll maintain their spatial orientation. If you use 3D Snap, chances are both vertices would be sandwiched together, and you'd have a problem. Moving up here, we have the same situation, but instead of trying to move these down here, I won't be able to snap right now. So what I'll do is deal with this segment first and come back to the oblique segment in a moment. Edit Mesh, and I'll turn off Snap for now. I guess I need to zoom in and move these vertices up in Y until they're right on the edge, like that. I need to do the same thing up at the top. Move these down until they're right on the edge. Then I can select the oblique segment and use 2D Snap to connect them precisely with the inner corner. Same story up here. We need to snap these vertices right there. Up here, we have the same situation again, and I'll use this segment first because I can just slide it along the x-axis without worrying about changing the wall thickness. Then I can go back to the oblique segment and move these vertices with 2D Snap right to the corner. Let's deselect and zoom out. We're almost done. We just have to move these vertices over here back in x, -5. Now I believe we have all of the joints cleaned up, and we have a perfect model that will do well in an advanced rendering.